An overwhelming number of American gun owners are law-abiding, and like Haley Dunn, embrace guns for sport and competition.
All right, here we go. Paul?
Dunn is more than likely a much better shot than you will ever be. She was an alternate on the last 2 U.S. Olympic shooting teams, and Dunn has her sights set on the upcoming games in Brazil in 2016.
Shooting has always been really fun for me and enjoyable, and it's, I think, because I grew up and it was something that we did as a family, and it's something that everybody can go do and try. Right. All this is a baseball bat. You're not looking at it. You don't pay attention to it. Okay. You're just looking at the bird. There you go. Get mounted.
She makes it look easy.
About where the break zone is for the target.
Dunn is also a licensed instructor and says anyone can learn.
Just see the ridges on this bird.
Okay, pull.
Just left and down, okay? This target, because there's like no angle on it, it's basically going straight away. It doesn't take anything, meaning you got to be right on it. Just touch it as close as you can. One more shot. That was a lot closer. Man. You can see that.
Pull.
Oh, safety.
Safety on. Pull.
Still like right here. Same spot. You're so close. Just cover it up.
Okay, pull.
That's it.
When you said cover
Did
up?
it feel like you were right on
Right
it?
on it.
Right on it, yes. Good job. Good job.
It only took, what, 40? Guns are big business in the United States, creating what the industry says is $33 billion in yearly economic activity and providing as many as 200,000 jobs. For Randy White, owner of Abel's Ammo, about an hour north of Houston, Texas, guns are his livelihood and his passion.
It is a work of art as much as anything else.
Yes, it is. You're gonna have to give me just a minute. I've got to find them. Well, this is your high end. This is one of your high end guns. This is in the upward of $100,000 guns. There we go. There we go.
A single Beretta-made shotgun. The intricate engraving took more than 400 hours.
Well, these would actually be the screws that hold the side plates together.
Swiss watch.
Yes, it is. We had guns in the home, but the only time we were allowed to handle a gun was with my father. I think there needs to be more of the education of gun safety. I know that I was taught that at an early age. I think there is a shortage of that today.
His favorites are the shotguns, but some really big sellers are these.
Long distance rifle shooting. We carry all the assortment of black guns, as you can see over here.
They are called black guns for an obvious reason. Another name, according to sales rep James Gilhausen, is modern sporting rifle.
On their website, it's a very impressive long-range weapon.
And all these are for sale. Simply pass a background check and walk out the door, gun in tow.
This is a Tavor. This is actually, this gun is issued by the Israeli Defense Force. Okay, that's an Armalite AR-50 national match. That gun is made to shoot very long range, up to a mile or even.
It's $4,500. And there's this.
Is this for the ladies? Yeah, that would be probably geared towards your female shooter that wants to get into these guns and likes pink. There's a lot of them out there.
The store isn't called Abel's Ammo for nothing. A tour of the warehouse, and there is ammunition of all kinds, stacked floor to ceiling. Invoices roll in throughout the day, and the ammo is shipped all over the United States. The internet has become the gun industry's friend. Cruise the website, click on what ammo or what gun you want. It's that easy. And some really, really big guns are for sale, providing you pass that quick background check.
That's safety's on, right? This is a spent cartridge from an AR-15. This is the round that goes in the 50 cal BMG, or Browning machine gun. Two people could look at this same rifle and come away with polarizing views. To gun enthusiasts, it's sport, even entertainment. But to others, it can induce a paralyzing fear.
All right, get ready. Get my ear plugged.
Does she kick?
Huh?
Does it kick?
Not too bad.
Okay, you guys ready?
No. Put it on fire. Take finger off the trigger.
Now it's ready.
You ready to go? Yes, sir.
To the uninitiated, it fires like a cannon.
Fire in the hole. Wow, that's powerful.
And just like so many others, you can buy this online.
You don't want this right here because the slides reciprocating buttons.
I think she's hooked.
Critics say that it is outrageous and point out technically, this is an anti-aircraft gun.
Ready? Everybody geared up? Fire in the hole.
So could terrorists get their hands on this $10,000 gun and bring down a plane?
You're not going to shoot an aircraft and take it down with this. You'd have to shoot the engine. You know what the odds are of you hitting an engine of an aircraft moving 400 miles an hour? Probably not going to happen.
Bill Pace has been around guns his entire life. He owns and operates a gun store called the Houston Armory. And he has been asked about the ultra-powerful 50 cal from lots of gun control supporters.
Why is something like this out there for anybody to buy?
Why should you tell me I can't buy something like that? If I'm going to use it for lawful purposes, and I'm going to take it to my ranch, and I want to see if I can hit a piece of steel at 1,000 yards, that's just like swinging a golf club.
Pace is carving out his own niche in the competitive world of gun sales. His shop specializes in developing and manufacturing what the industry calls suppressors, the long, thin tube on the end of this rifle. Hollywood often refers to them as silencers.
They don't make it silent. What they do is they make it hearing safe, to where there's no hearing damage.
Pace says he chiefly markets to law enforcement. Here's how he explained the suppressor to me. Some ammunition is supersonic, meaning the bullet travels faster than the speed of sound. Other ammo is subsonic. Here's a round fired with supersonic ammunition. The suppressor works pretty well. But listen how quiet subsonic ammo becomes. Suppressors are legal, but it is a lot harder to buy than a gun.
And tell me about this. This is to own this. NFA?
They are governed by the NFA, or National Firearms Act. With all the legal clearance needed, it can take a year to receive the suppressor after placing an order. The National Firearms Act dates back to 1934, when gangsters wielded Tommy guns and gang warfare reigned. In an effort to stem that violence, the NFA heavily regulated fully automatic machine guns, silencers, and sawed-off shotguns. It was later expanded to cover grenades, poison gas, and novelty items, such as pen guns and guns that were in walking canes.
We do, as people in the gun industry, have a dedication, a responsibility to inform, to educate, and I like to hear what the other side has to say, the opposition, and they have some valid points.
Barry Corey is a representative from gunmaker Beretta. One of the first things I learned is that some words make the gun industry bristle.
When I was talking earlier, I referred to this as a weapon.
Yes.
You don't like that term?
Well, the industry in itself doesn't like the term weapon. A weapon is something used to inflict harm on a person. That's the perception that the word weapon uses. I can pick up a ball bat and use it as a weapon.
While the U.S. federal government balked at efforts to strengthen gun laws, some states are doing just that, making it harder to buy rifles and handguns, including Maryland.
So about 11:15 this morning, our 911 center received a number of calls for shots fired at the Columbia Mall. Our SWAT teams, with a lot of support from agencies throughout the state, at the local, state, and federal level, frankly, are going through, as we are holding this press conference, they are inside continuing to clear that mall.
After 35 years of making guns in Maryland, Beretta just announced it's moving its U.S. plant to Tennessee, a state Beretta says is much more friendly to gun owners.
Considering the absolute millions of dollars that Beretta as a company has invested in Maryland through pay and employees and everything else, very disheartening.
We went to a gun show near Baltimore, Maryland, and found gun owners are furious. They say the government is trying to take their guns. So how is the state changing the law to buy a handgun?
So, you would need to take a 4-hour course, which will cost you somewhere between $60 and $200. Then you need to get fingerprinted. That'll cost you $54. You have then 72 hours to go online to the Maryland State Police website, upload your document, and then give them $50 only by credit card. So, you want to buy a handgun in this state? It's going to cost you somewhere in the neighborhood of no less than $300.
That $300 process covers the right to buy a handgun. But what about other firearms? We sent producer Matt Simon to the gun show to buy a $400 shotgun.
Maintenance you have to do on this, cleaning it?
Just basic general cleaning.
Let me go with this one.
You want to go with that one? All right. If you have a seat here, we'll sit down and start doing paper. And you are a U.S. citizen, correct? So you are not going to answer 9.
Within a matter of 3 minutes or so, he was the owner of a new Mossberg shotgun.
All right. You've been approved for everything. I pronounce you man and gun.
Should I hug you?
It's whatever. Would you like to hug you?